Good morning, everybody. It's bright and early Thursday morning here. It's raining outside. And I'm going on with my little journal in a box project. All I've done is cut a piece of fabric, and this is actually a scrap as well. It's part of my husband's overalls. Whenever he gets new overalls for work or work pants for work, because he's a painter, he has to have the bottom of them cut off, and I keep the scraps, and they come in very useful because they're nice and strong, and it's just good fabric to have on hand. So I've cut a strip of fabric just a little bit wider, not much. It's mainly the frayed edge that's a little bit wider. It's sort of, I'm going to wrap it around and probably wrap that around there as well, like that. So what that will mean is I'm going to stitch that last page onto it. I might just fray this little bit here up a bit first, like that. Just give it a nice soft look. And all the little bits I cut off the edge and the threads, I've kept those as well in case I want to use them. So that will go like that. There. Now, although I've already stitched, it's okay if I want 2 stitch lines around it. But what I might do is just put an extra piece here, just to because that's where I'll be joining the little book together, just to give it a little bit more strength. So won't need much. Just like that, just to strengthen it, but I'll put it I'll just put it there. Like that. And I might just stitch that on. There we go. What I might do is actually use the patch on the outside like that. I think that's quite nice for on that spine, to be honest, where I've just straight stitched it on. Okay, and so now I just want that there and that there like that, and I'm going to do a straight stitch all the way around that as well, trying to keep it nice and straight. Okay, so that's done, just like that, and like that, and then that is the center. Like that, of our little book. And I did, last night I sat a big thick book on top of this to flatten it out a bit, so it should fit in there quite nicely now, like that. But I did have a thought, if it gets too thick, what I might do is remove these two here, because they're, you know, that one is quite thick and that one, and then see if that makes much of a difference, because I do want it to fit in the box. And I'll flatten it out again probably tonight as well, because they're not necessary really. They're more decorative than anything else. Sounds like my son's getting up. So I have these paper things. I have this little flower here that I spotted and thought maybe I could put a flower on that page there. Like that. Where's my glue? I could even I want a little bit of I could put those threads on top of it, perhaps, maybe not so many. Like that. That. Just a little bit of whimsy. Like that. I'll think about that. I do want to perhaps put some little flowers. You know me, I like putting my little flowers. I haven't got any. Oh, I have. Oh, but not many. I've only got 3 little glittered ones. Like that. Perhaps there. Oops. Came out a bit weird, didn't it? Put that one there. Like that. I'll have to glue dot some more up. I wonder what this looks like with flowers. That would look nice too. I will. Oh, I've put it away because I cleaned my desk. Oh my. Where is it? Here we go. I'll do a few just little I've bought some new one of this. This one's getting a little bit old now. I don't want too many, but these always come in handy for me anyway. It's just something I always use. Just have to make sure you space them far enough apart that you can punch the flower. I'm not going to chance of putting some in the center there anyway. So I'll leave those to dry. And there. That one's there. Okay. Won't need too many in here anyway. Like I don't want them on every single page. Oh, that's that one, isn't it? Oh, maybe I can put a little one in there. That. Maybe one somewhere at the back here. Maybe there. Oh, I thought my camera had turned off. I heard a little tiny noise. Oh, I only just left enough room for that one, so... Okay. Don't know if that's enough glue. There we go. So we've done that. I'd like to do a little bit of stamping, I think. Oh, what was I doing with this flower? I like that flower because it kind of matches the box a bit because it's recycled paper. It is quite big, but I do like it, and I think that's okay. But do I want those little bits on there or not? Maybe I'll glue the flower on because I want the flower, but I won't glue anything on the center of it just yet. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Right. I just need to go see my son. Okay, I am back, and that's been glued on. There's not a lot more I want to do to it because it's just a cute little book, isn't it? I have this little pocket here. I thought maybe make a little tag for that little pocket there. Perhaps about there. I cut there. Like that. I wonder if I can... See, if I use the index card, it doesn't need stiffening at all. Alright, this is a little notch punch. I don't want the notch too big. Let me test it on a scrap of paper. Okay, let me just test this. Okay, it's that way. I need to come out about there. Yeah, okay, don't want it too big. That's the only thing. I could do it by hand, to be honest. Okay, so like that. So I can either have it like that. I know I've made it a bit bigger, but I want to, in case I made a mistake, I could still use it. Do I want that? I was actually just going to do that and have it like a little file folder card. I think I'll bring it down to there, like that. So it's just like a little file folder card, and also the little one on the back here as well. I wonder if we can do the same, or maybe something a bit different for in there. Okay. I could make it that. So it goes that way, I suppose. There, okay. Okay, we'll do that. I'll just follow those lines, I think, this time, like that. So we've got those two. I do want to use a bit of ink, but not dark ink. So let me just say, Ooh, I know what I can try. I've got this one. Because they're so little, I can try. I bought myself a set of these little brushes. I think I mentioned it in a previous video. And I've only used really, I think, 2 of them so far. It was going to be, I've bought a few things for myself for Christmas, and as soon as they've arrived, before opening them, I've just wrapped them in Christmas paper and put them away, because that way it's like a little surprise on Christmas. But these ones I wanted to start using, so I didn't do that with these. I decided I would use them now. So let's see. I'll use this on a I can't even see that. I don't think that will work. Oh, no. Okay, we'll try this. I like the little finger daubers, but I'll use this and see how this goes. Now this ink's not that old, so it shouldn't be dried up. Okay, that could work. Not too dark. Yeah. Yes, I think so. And that's called, where's the lid? Okay, that is Shadow Grey, that one. So, and I know there's a bit of brown there, but I really don't think that matters. We just use it with it on. I can barely see it. I'm sure it's there though. I suppose it is called Shadow, isn't it? Okay, that's one. So I've got the morning at home today. Then my son's going on he's going to his friend's place. A group of them are having a sleepover. So that's nice for them, especially seeing as we're having so much rain at the moment. It's good that they can do something other than being online playing games, isn't it? Okay, that's that. So I'm taking advantage of being at home and doing some crafting. Right. What am I going to do with these? That one is for that one. Do I want it in that way? That way or that way? Maybe that way. So we just need a little decoration on the front there. Oops, I'm dropping bits. Now we could use some of the music paper that didn't end up in the booklet. Just that there like that, and oh, where was that scrap I was using? Maybe I can use a bit of that. No. Oh, maybe. That. Like that and that. I don't think I need that little bit there. Like that, like that. And kind of needs something, but that's a start. Well, that's on the thing. I don't want to be using that, do I? Don't want to use anything too bulky, so I may have to come back, put something, but I'm going to stitch that little bit together. There we go, a bit of stitching. And there, like that. Like that. Okay. What I might do is put, oh, I don't need to use cheesecloth. I will stick a bit of this on there. Like, maybe, oh, hang on, we need to see how it looks first. So it's going in that pocket there. Doesn't really need that much on it, and I don't want to make it too bulky. What about, I have this here. Oh, I make bows look so hard. There, got it. What about a little bow on there like that? I think that will be quite nice. And just leave it as that. But let's see where that bow will look best. So that goes in like that. And this can just go like that, I guess. Like that, or like that. Maybe like that on that corner. Okay. Get my glue over here. I am so happy right now. My daughter is arriving on Monday, and I haven't seen her since July. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. So you may not see a lot of crafting from me for that particular time. She is staying here for 2 or 3 days, and then she's going to her sister's for the last couple of days, because she's not coming down for long. But it will be lovely to see her, and I hope the rain eases up while she's here, but we will still be doing stuff. How's that? That's okay, that's good. So that's something that I am looking forward to doing, to happening, my daughter coming down. Now what happened here? Oh, I know what happened here. I always double my book papers when they're quite fragile, when I'm making flowers, and I hadn't glued them both together. So let's just do that. I better check the other ones as well. Okay, just makes them a little bit stronger. Where was that other one? Is there one at the front here? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That one looks like alright, that one needs a little bit of glue under it. It's like half glued. So just put a bit of glue in there. Ooh, not too much. There we go. And I think there was 3, wasn't there? There's another one. There. I've got to make sure. Yeah, that one needs a little bit more as well. Alright, so how did we go with that little pocket? That looks fine. So we'd need to make one for this one over here. Which way did I do that one? That way. So should I do that one that way? Like that. Little collage on the front of it. What can we use? We could use this. It's already got a bit of stitching on it, hasn't it? Use a bit of that, and like that, perhaps. Might just oops, stay, because I've got the fan fans on. It gets far too humid here, even when it's raining, to not have fans on at this time of the year. The power actually went out for an hour a couple of days ago, and it was so hot. Just for that brief time, it was so very hot. Just keeps that air moving. So I won't need to stitch these pieces together because I've got that bit of stitching there on that other one. Do I want that way or the other way? I kind of liked it the other way, I think. Like that. Could actually make this into a little pocket as well, but I'm trying not to get too much bulk in it because it is only little. Like that. And that will go in there like that. And should I put another bow on there? I think so. So and just do that. Gets a bit confusing with too many loops. That will do. That. There. Okay. Yeah. Let me see what sort of little bit of stamping. I will use the grey so it's just very, very subtle. I'm back. My battery ran out. I don't know why because I only charged it this morning. Hopefully it's got enough. So I decided to use this stamp, which is called the Crackle stamp by Kaisercraft. I did test it out, and the way I stamped it, because I went ahead and did it rather than wait, was just do that on the stamp pad and then just, you know, press it as I wanted it throughout the booklet. And it's a very subtle little stamp, so that's what I used for that. And what else? I think that's all I did. Fairly sure that's all I did. You can sort of see that's how it turns out. Just gives it like a little bit of an age look. Oh, I found a little piece, one of these, just a little circle of lace in here, so I put that on the flower as well. Okay, so I've just sort of pinned it together because I think I can go ahead and put it onto the cover now, like that. Like that. Like that. Make sure it's going to all fit in there. Don't know if that's big enough to hold that there. It might be. Okay, so that's how it will go, like that, and we're going to keep this fairly simple. I might use a different needle to that. Okay, I've got this one. Put a bit more thread on, and I'll just use this thread here. I don't know what the thread's called. I found it at the thrift store. I'm pretty sure, what does it say in there? Oh, it's just a code number. It's like very fine crochet cotton, I would say, but I could be wrong. I think I'll double the thread, like that. Let's have a look how we want this. I actually want to start it from the outside. So there. Like that. Then I'm going to take it back through like that. Trying to keep it fairly straight. And what I'm going to do is just knot that there. So that. And like that. Like that. Okay. Trim that up. So that's our top one. There. Okay. And then okay. So I hope you could see all I did was do a stitch in and a stitch out and tied it together, and the same down here. Because it's only a small book, you don't need to do any kind of fancy binding on it. I mean, you could if you wanted to, I guess, but it's kind of a little bit simple, this book, I guess you could say. And so we'll keep it simple, and hopefully that's worked nicely. Like that. Yeah. And then I thought, with the cover, I've been looking at this. This is the sample stitch, this little stitches here, and I like the way that looks. And I was wondering whether I could put that on here as a decorative piece and wrap it around like that, with a bit of ribbon or something, or seam binding. Do I have any grey left? Or let me have a look. Yes, I do. With different colours to choose from. That's nice. Okay. Ooh. I have a couple of different colours. I have the lighter grey, which I quite like, and the dark one. I think we'll go with the lighter one. It's not often that I get choices in seam binding. So I thought if I put that like that, then that can go around like that. And oh, I know what I could do. Just like that. If I fold that over like that, I could put that there. That can go on there like that. Then the longer one comes around and connects with the shorter one there. Okay, so this is all going to have to be glued. Oh no, I can stitch that on. Oh yay, I can too. I can stitch that on, which is good. So that's going there. And I know that's a bit ripped there, but if I glue that on to there, how far? Yeah, that'll have to be glued. I could stitch it, but I kind of like the stitching the way it is. So I'll stitch that on. So that's done. And that just gives us a little square on that side, which is quite all right. It goes like that. That'll go around like that, and that could be just so it can either be tied. I'm going to make sure it fits in the box still. Why's that? Ooh, it's precious. But if it's tied, see, I don't want to get it too far. That'll have to start about there. But if it's not tied, it can be just like, it could be tucked under. And then tied, perhaps. That way it won't go too far back onto the paper. Like that. I could shorten those a little bit too. That might work. Yeah. Yeah, they're quite long, aren't they? Alright, so now I want this on here. Do I want to just... I don't want it too dirty looking, so no. And I'm going to use the Helma Quick Dry on this. Like that. Yes, we're still recording, yay. Lots of it. I'll do that bit first. again. So I think the only thing that hasn't been scraps on this has been the seam binding that I've just used. That's double layer. That wasn't a scrap. There we go. Keep that like that. Okay. So, I mean, obviously you could put that ribbon on that part there. I just like the idea of just having it. I don't know if it will fit though with a bow. It doesn't have to be a big bow. That doesn't have to be that long. So now these are scraps. Like that. Let's see if it fits. And I will squash it down, I think, overnight to keep it flat. Almost. It almost fits. The knot may have been the thing, but if I pop, see, that could flatten out just a bit more if I was to do that. Put it under a really heavy book or something. Let's have a look here. Maybe I could. Okay. Put it under my sewing machine for a bit and see how that goes. This, I kind of want to add a bit. I've found these little scraps from these, and I was thinking maybe it needs to have the whole top of it covered a bit. Just there, like that, and then print out a word and put it across or something like that. Could go there, I think. There, 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 somewhere. I don't know about that one. I was just thinking it looked a bit lopsided and have a word across there. That. I like those two. I'm not sure about that. So we'll just get those on. So that was ripped off this bit that I got, and this was ripped off. Where's that other one that I pulled out? It had some stamping on it that I found. And they, you know, you can kind of wrinkle up your papers just a little bit. They don't have to be perfect on there. Like that. And I've got this, because I was going to put a word there, unless I just put the word straight across the middle. I'll have to find a word first and see how it looks, I think. So that's what I'll go do now. I'll go find a word. Okay, so I've printed out the word ponderings. I thought that might be suitable. It's just, you know, thoughts, musings, that sort of thing. I will ink it just a little. Okay. Thinking maybe in the middle there. And my little dots are dry. Where's my punch? So we might use one of those. Or two. Maybe one somewhere there. Oh, see that one, that dot's there is just a little bit, maybe too close. Might just get it in. Maybe one over there or something as well. I'm not quite sure I'd like how that netting is now. Maybe the netting's not needed there now. The way it sits. Like I wanted it all bunchy before, but I don't know if I want it like that now. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that there, because I folded it over there before, and now I don't particularly want it like that. Yeah, okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, that might work better. Okay, let's get some glue on that before I change my mind again. Like that, I think. Just kind of like that. So Something like that. Yeah, and they're ever so faint. It's just got that little check on the back of it, so they're there, but they're not overbearing, these little flowers, which is quite nice. There and there, just kind of like that. And that paper is it's thicker than normal paper. That's alright. A little bit rough around the edges. Yep. Just run your fingernail or whatever around the edge of the word, and it just kinks it up so it doesn't look quite so perfect. Just creases it up a little. Like that. Okay. Yeah. That's better. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I think. I don't want it. Um, Oh, I fiddle. I fiddle too much sometimes. I should just leave things alone. I don't think it needs it. It just looks a bit white there, though. That's the thing. So I got that stitching out before. No. Why can't I do this? Goodness. There's just something about that there that I don't particularly, I'm not happy with. You know, I've got these vintage little, oh, what's that? I've got these, oh, hang on, what's that? Ah, see, I have these vintage little flowers, and I would love to use one. I can't remember where I've put them though, because I used to have them on a tray here, and then a few weeks ago I thought, you know, it's about time I moved those and put something else there, because you know how you grab what's in front of you. And now I can't remember where I put them. And I should, but I don't. What's this here? So I'm going to go to Gail's Bag of Flowers, which I tend to go to quite a bit, and see if there's, oh, see that? No, that's not going to work. See if there's something in here. Oh, see, there's these lovely, lovely little flowers here. Like I know, no, that's not going to work. I don't think that will work either. Although it's not too bad, is it? What is that? That's really nice. It's too big. It's a blue one. Maybe I can find another neutral colour one. There's all sorts in here. It's a lovely bag to rummage around in. I love things like this where you can just sort of rummage around and find bits and pieces. What's that? Oh, look at that. That could... maybe a bit of that could work as well. Like, I just want something delicate. Maybe. It has to be ever so delicate. I don't want it too... Where'd that go? Maybe something like that. Okay. Just glue it in place. That's the odd one out, that one. I have to take one from here. Maybe I could have those like that. That. And something like that, perhaps. Try and not let the fan blow it away. May just fill that gap in, but not, you know, be too harsh. Let's put these away then. I'll leave those out just in case. Glue them on. Would help to have the right glasses on too. Oh my goodness. I can't walk around in my crafting glasses because they're far too strong. Everything's quite blurry. But when I want to do something like this, I need to have them on. Very, very little bit going up there. Take some off. Okay. So that like that, and that perhaps can go like that. Why isn't that one looking more natural? Okay, I'm back. I've recharged and emptied my SD card, so hopefully this will last long enough to finish off this video. There's the front of the little box. I think I'm happy with that now. I did put a little bit of stickles, platinum stickles in the flower because the stickles was out again, wasn't it? I can't help myself once it's out. So here is our little book and it just fits. I'll take it out. I did squash it under a couple of books while I was waiting. And that's what it looks like. And that's the back of it. I think we're finished. There's our cover. Kept quite plain, very plain. There's our front, our first page. Lovely. Love this little one. And this one. And that's got our little tag in there. That's our tissue paper. And our lace, mesh. Just a little flower. Tiny bit of stamping. You can only just see it. It's very subtle. But it kind of ages the page just a little bit. That's the center, and there's the two little stitches that are holding it all together, which is quite enough to hold it together. And that one, and our little ruffle bit there. The other side, I did make them uneven, like the actual pages rather than even. I liked it like that. There's a glimpse of this. Oops. That one there, little tab on the end there. And then our last page with our little tag in the back there as well. And that is our little journal in a box. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. It's been fun making it. It's funny how you start making something when you don't know what to make, and then you really start enjoying it. I mean, you could make something like this as elaborate as you wanted to, but I enjoy the simplicity of this one, I think. You can put some little quotes or daily thoughts in it. Perhaps just an ideal little gift for somebody for Christmas. Doesn't take very long. Didn't take very long to make it all. It's almost all real time, I think, this particular video. I'm not quite sure, I'll have to check, but almost all real time. I think the bow looked better last time, but it's fine. We'll put it in there like that. Make sure we haven't made our bow too thick, because it's only a matter of 1 millimeter, I think, and it won't close properly. Then we close it back up, and then it just shows you all the little scraps that we end up with. You can still make things out of them, and these are just all Crafty Me Shop scraps of lace. And my scraps of paper and a little second-hand box. So take care, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed these 2 videos. Take care now. Bye.